We don't blink when we name.
Learn one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. Yeah. Go on and tell them that I lost my mind. You know I'm in there every Friday night. Losing you taught me one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. Losing you taught me one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. Learn one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. Yeah. Go on and tell them that I lost my mind. You know I'm in there every Friday night. Losing you taught me one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. Losing you taught me one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. Learn one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. Yeah. Go on and tell them that I lost my mind. You know I'm in there every Friday night. Losing you taught me one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. Losing you taught me one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. Learn one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. Yeah. Go on and tell them that I lost my mind. You know I'm in there every Friday night. Losing you taught me one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. Losing you taught me one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. Learn one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. Yeah. Go on and tell them that I lost my mind. You know I'm in there every Friday night. Losing you taught me one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. Losing you taught me one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. Learn one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. Yeah. Go on and tell them that I lost my mind. You know I'm in there every Friday night. Losing you taught me one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. Losing you taught me one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. Learn one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. Yeah. Go on and tell them that I lost my mind. You know I'm in there every Friday night. Losing you taught me one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. Losing you taught me one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. Learn one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. Yeah. Go on and tell them that I lost my mind. You know I'm in there every Friday night. Losing you taught me one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. Losing you taught me one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. Losing you taught me one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. Learn one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. Yeah. Go on and tell them that I lost my mind. You know I'm in there every Friday night. Losing you taught me one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. Losing you taught me one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. This is the CIGAR show. Yeah. This is the CIGAR show. On the front lines, up in your face, red light on and the tape rolls. We don't blink when we name names. This is the CIGAR show. This is the CIGAR show. On the front lines, up in your face, red light on and the tape rolls. We don't blink when we name names. This is the CIGAR show. Yeah. This is the CIGAR show. On the front lines, up in your face, red light on and the tape rolls. We don't blink when we name names. This is the CIGAR show. Yeah. This is the CIGAR show. On the front lines, up in your face, red light on and the tape rolls. We don't blink when we name names. This is the CIGAR show. Yeah. This is the CIGAR show. On the front lines, up in your face, red light on and the tape rolls. We don't blink when we name names. This is the CIGAR show. Yeah. This is the CIGAR show. On the front lines, up in your face, red light on and the tape rolls. We don't blink when we name names. This is the CIGAR show. This is the CIGAR show. On the front lines, up in your face, red light on and the tape rolls. We don't blink when we name names. This is the CIGAR show. Yeah. This is the CIGAR show. On the front lines, up in your face, red light on and the tape rolls. We don't blink when we name names. This is the CIGAR show. Yeah. This is the CIGAR show. Learn one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. Yeah. Go on and tell them that I lost my mind. You know I'm in here every Friday night. Losing, you taught me one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. You losing, you taught me one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. Learn one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. Yeah. Go on and tell them that I lost my mind. You know I'm in here every Friday night. Losing, you taught me one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. You losing, you taught me one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. This is the CIGAR show. Yeah. This is the CIGAR show. On the front lines, up in your face, red light on and the tape rolls. We don't blink when we name names. This is the CIGAR show. This is the CIGAR show. On the front lines, up in your face, red light on and the tape rolls. We don't blink when we name names. This is the CIGAR show. This is the CIGAR show. On the front lines, up in your face, red light on and the tape rolls. We don't blink when we name names. This is the CIGAR show. This is the CIGAR show. On the front lines, up in your face, red light on and the tape rolls. We don't blink when we name names. This is the CIGAR show. Take your head off at the table, keep the Bible by your bed. At 45, under your pillow won't stop the devil, man. Down here, if you want something done right, you gotta go and do it yourself. Oh, you won't find your way to heaven unless you go through a little hell. So come on, never cuss around the ladies. No, keep the southern.
I like this song. Big fan.
That's just some things that I learned from my Paul. Don't pick up bad habits if you ain't ready to cut them loose. If you talk more than you listen, you'll never know more than you do. Yeah, the doctor and the devil live together somewhere in hell. Out there fishing that lake, take a fight, boy, you gon' wanna end up there. Never cuss around the ladies, keep it southern with a hell of a drop. If you get tired of the smoke, you can shut off. That's just some things that I learned from my Paul. Before you run, don't ever quit the job until it's done. Never let a problem set with the sun. Never break a promise too soon. Come on, never cuss about the ladies. Keep you southern with a hell of a drop. If you get tired of the smoke, you can shut off. That's just some things that I learned from my Paul. Never cuss about the ladies. Keep you southern with a hell of a drop. If you get tired of the smoke, you can shut off. That's just some things that I learned from my Paul.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. My name is CIGAR, and tonight we've got somebody from a little bit from the South who's made his way over to the Pacific Northwest, dropping in like a hammer. Coming in with some great music, guys. That was Brandon Hartt. That song was called Pawpaw. Some things he learned from him. Learned how to be a man. And we're going to have Brandon come on the show. We got about 4 more minutes till we're live. We got to get everybody in here having a good time. So like he said on the Instagram story, light up them cigars, pour yourself something. We're sipping some 7-Up today. And we're going to have a good time. We got some great questions for this guy. We see him jumping into the studio. Hey, guys, this show, real quick, is brought to you by the American Absolutist, and we are live on our new streaming platform and website, www.americanabsolutist.com. Guys, we had some great time making this show today. We've got some great things to talk about, some good music. Guys, he's got some good music, good outlaw music. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments. I hope everyone's having a great day. It's been a wet one here in the Pacific Northwest. Guys, we've got some premiere music, unreleased music that we're going to give you the last little bit of. So we're going to do that and then bring Brandon Hartt onto the show. Guys, this is an unreleased song coming to you. Come live on the Go Show. And here we go.
Learn one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. Yeah. Go on and tell them that I lost my mind. You know I'm here every Friday night. Losing, you taught me one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. You losing, you taught me one thing, don't fall in love where you drink.
And welcome to the show, Mr. Brandon Hartt. How are you today, brother? We got to get your mic unmuted.
All right, now you got me.
We got you. Welcome to the show.
Good. How are you, man?
Doing okay, man. Had some fun time setting this up with you for you. So we're gonna have a good time on the show today.
Love it, bro. Love it.
So first
love
off,
this.
let's just have you tell everybody who you are, where you're from, and what you're doing out here in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, my name's Brandon Hartt. I'm from North Carolina, a little town southeast of Charlotte, a little town called Locust. I've actually been in music, writing as a songwriter for 10 to 12 years. Over the last few years, broke out as an artist, dropped my first EP, got signed to a, somewhat of an indie record label. Wrote and produced a bunch of songs, got to tour, I've done 4 or 5 tours now. And on one of the last tours, I was actually out here and I met my now girlfriend out here. So you could say love brought me out this way. And so I've been here almost a year and a half, going on 2 years now here in Oregon. And, back and forth between there and Nashville, but primarily this is home base. And so, yeah, man, just trying to dig in out here and meet as many people as possible,
I love it. I love it. Well, it's a good thing that love brought you out here because we love having you out here, man.
Yeah.
You got some great music and we love to hear it. We got some questions for you, and we're going to dive into some questions and learn a little bit about Brandon Hartt. So our first question goes into you grew up swinging hammers for your dad, working as an auto mechanic.
Yeah.
How much of that blue-collar mechanic mindset goes into your songwriting? And do you look at a track like an engine that needs to be tuned?
Yeah, that's a cool question. Interesting. Yeah, as far as the songs, yeah, it's crazy how I accidentally say my vocabulary comes out in the songs, and some people listen to them and be like, these are just stupid country songs, but it's essentially the things that I grew up on, trucks and bonfires, and that back then meant something different, I think, than what it means now in music. And so I try to sprinkle it in there and not be too much like cliche with the same old terms. But yeah, as far as it being like an engine, yeah, absolutely. It's a song has parts, and It's cool to have multiple writers, multiple minds on a song. That's one of the coolest pieces of living in and around Nashville that taught me how valuable it is to have other people, multiple people working on songs. And some people run from that, some people don't. I enjoy it. I write songs alone, but I also, I try to branch out as well. So as far as like an engine, yeah, I'd say songs are they kind of like it. Yeah, it's the main part that the blood behind the business. It's crazy. Each one of these songs is kind of it's essentially a little business that we build. And a lot of people don't see it that way, but that's how it works. The song comes to life, and it pushes everything around it in incredible ways. So yeah, you could definitely relate it that way.
I love it. I
Yeah,
love it. That's a great answer, man. All right, we're gonna have a good time. You got some good answers, Brandon. Next
yeah.
question is, um, kind of diving into working with multiple people on a track. Uh, the multi instrumentalist is what I'm starting to call you here. You play guitar. You're interested in piano, banjo, bass, drums, the whole nine yards. Most artists just show up and sing. Why was it vital for you to master your every piece of the puzzle for yourself to make a song?
Well, I wouldn't hardly say master because there's so many good players out there. But yeah, it was crazy when I was younger. I started with drums, and my me and my brother were in a little kind of a garage band, kind of rock band kind of thing, and I started playing drums, and that's what I really loved. And then I got a hold of like a multi-track recorder, and around the same time, I picked up my first guitar and started to learn to strum, and I just realized like, damn, this is cool. And so any instrument besides the fiddle, I haven't got a hold of that yet and been able to. I've tried a couple times, can't do it. Fiddle and violin is tricky, but the rest of the instruments, man, everyone I sat down on, it felt so natural, and it felt like
Mhm.
something that was coming from my soul to play, and so yeah.
You ever pick up any brass instruments like a trumpet or a trombone?
Yeah, I've tried, man. I sound like a dying cat.
Right, you just like playing with your hands, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
You were talking about somebody popped up right here real quick. They said you put on one hell of a live show. Um, you do have some energy on stage. Do you keep that same energy inside of the studio?
Yes, I do. I try to.
You do.
I
I love
also,
it.
I'm also become a bit of a hermit, and a lot of people know that about being in the
Yep.
studio. It's also like there's a sanctity about being in there that it kind of shelters you from the outside world and lets you think clearly about creation. And so that for me is kind of my little zen place. And everywhere I go, I gotta I'm like a little beaver. I gotta dig my little studio in. And, uh, but yeah, man, I love it. It's a part of it's a part of my everyday living, breathing kind of thing now. So
Yeah, man. Music is a part of it's a part of your life every single day, and that's why you do it every single day because you love doing it, man.
absolutely,
Um, I looked up, trying to look up something of like your personal life. I saw something about a lightning bolt. Does
yeah,
that ring a bell?
yeah, man. I got whacked when I was like 14. It was me and my dad were putting the awning up on our camper, and we were out at Ocean Lakes in Myrtle Beach. I don't know if you've heard of Myrtle Beach. It's over on the
Hmm.
East Coast in South Carolina. And I was probably 13, 14, and storm came up. Long story short, Dad was like, we gotta get the awning up before it blows it off. And so we both run out there, and there's water standing on the ground, a foot or so in areas. And I'm standing on this little aluminum ladder, and there's like lightning bolts left and right. And I'm standing up there trying to roll this thing up, and lightning hits, and I watch it travel down this arm and shoot out my elbow and hit my dad in the ear.
Oh,
And it was a bolt, it was a nice thick. I was like, "Pow!" And yeah, it was crazy, man. It didn't have any immediate effect, but over time, I started, seeing numbness and stuff going on in that arm, and
hmm.
but we were very lucky not to be severely injured. It hit us hard.
It hit your dad in the ear.
Hit him right in the ear.
That's wild, man. Wild to see an electricity
Yeah,
current jump from yourself
he's
straight to your dad's ear. That's
he's
insane.
such a hard ass. He just turned around. And was like, "What was that?"
Did that change the way you hear frequency?
Wow. I mean, I don't know about that. I think after doing a little study, and we could get deep on this, but I think it's maybe made me a little more hypersensitive to frequency in
Hmm.
certain ways. For instance, like Wi-Fi, I can't be around it; it gives me headaches. Being phone up to my head, just like ringing bells in my head, and maybe that happens to other people. I don't know, but I don't know if that was from lightning or what. But I would say that's the only thing different since then.
Did that wake up the outlaw in you, or were you doing some kind of outlaw kind of stuff when you were a little kid?
I was already raising hell, but 14, I mean, you can't raise it so much. But yeah, I mean, I think it might have, man. It might have. It was definitely the craziest thing that's ever happened. And I remember the only thing that I could compare it to was like being hit by a train minus the pain that it would cause to your body. Just the initial shock and the wow,
Yeah, for real.
Uh,
I mean,
but
that's a living story, man. Not many people get to say that they've been struck by lightning.
it's insane. I know a guy that's been hit 22 times.
Holy. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah, that's real.
man. The lightning's just got it coming for him, bro.
Does, brother.
Yeah, that's wild. I love 22 times. I can't even imagine being hit
Yeah, he's an
once, dude.
electrician. Funny enough.
Some things, it's just coincidence, I guess.
Yeah.
Keep him away from
Yeah.
metal poles. Don't let him go fishing in the rain.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
man.
love it.
Wild,
Let's
wild
dive
stuff.
into some more technicality stuff, bro.
Yeah, what you got?
Let's talk music theory. You love that
I hear
90s punch. Are you a fan of the Nashville number system? Or are you
you.
feeling the music more through vibrations and the soul of the chord?
Yeah, for me, man, I'm primarily by ear, and you could probably say that's why I could be a little bit better if I completely dove into the theory. I've done a little schooling, enough to understand theory on the base level, and a little bit deeper. And other than that, I mean, I can read music, but when it comes to creating music, it's for
Mhm.
me, it's emotional, and it's a vibration, and it's a feeling. Uh, I've heard bad. I've felt bad songs feel good. You know what I'm saying? So, not necessarily bad songs, but I'm just saying like there's a way about music that there's a way that you treat it that I think is super important that
Mhm.
creates that. It's not a by the book thing for me all the time.
Mhm. Yeah, and you can't be only a country music fan either, right?
No, I love all music, anything good. I've had my metal days and my rock days, and uh,
Right.
yeah,
Do
yeah.
you, do you jam out on the guitar? Like, can you play a nice solo?
Somewhat. I used to be able
Nice.
to play a little more before I worked my damn hands to death. But yeah, I can still get around. I'm more of a studio kind of guitarist, so like I may not be great on the first or second strum, but I'm one of those
Hmm.
guys that sits in there and can kind of figure out anything. And that to me, it's hard to replicate that live and do it right the first time, and that just takes repetition and practice. And that's something I do when I can. I guess as
Hmm.
much as anybody else, But I consider myself more of a really a rhythm player when it comes to live. And in the studio, man, I get around on whatever I can get around on. If I
I love
wouldn't
it.
put me to go play your number one lead for sure.
Well, you
But
can sing your ass off, bro. We heard you sing.
yeah,
What'd you cover recently on your Instagram?
it was a Hank song, man.
It was a Hank
Yeah,
song. That was Red, White, Pigs of
red, white,
Blues.
and yeah, there it is. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I heard that song the other day, and I've never really played it. I just figured I'd try it out, man. I've kind of dropped the ball on doing the whole cover thing, and I'm I've struggled for years with this social media and really dialing it in and being present, and I'm trying to turn that up constantly and still be present in real life. And so I'm gonna try to do some more covers like that, at least 1 to 2 a week, and you know
That's awesome.
uh, get back into the rhythm.
Well, my people will definitely like to hear it. We appreciate good music over here, man. I mean, if you take a look at where they at right here, I got music notes tattooed on my finger,
Love it.
and I've had those since I was a teenager.
Yeah.
So we love music over here, man. You decided to stay independent in an industry that loves to own people.
Yeah.
Is that because you
Yeah.
love the music more than the money, or do you just hate having a boss?
That's hard, man. It's such a tricky industry. I wouldn't say it, it's hard to say either of those because where there's money, there's lack of ownership, and it's cool to get a big boost and help from a label when something's working, and it involves so many moving pieces, man. That's a tricky conversation. It would have to be
Yeah.
it has to be the right situation and the right time, and I don't think there's any such thing as a good deal anymore, to be honest with you, man. I think so many people have had their hands in so many pots, and now we're kind of seeing a revolution of, or an overhaul of, the old guard and the old way of doing things. And I pray to God that continues, because
Right.
for artists, we've completely lost our ass. I, you know, I- I'm a writer, a songwriter first, I would say, songwriter
Hmm.
and producer, and I firsthand see how little we get, for what we do, based on the numbers and what we should be, being paid. So, it's it's a it's a tricky world, but as far as being independent, man, I enjoy the freedom of being able to, kind of do what I want. And it takes a little bit longer without a
Hmm.
label's money, but with the label I was with, there was no money, so it's like, it's kind of like, well, at this point, I don't think I'm doing anything different. I've kind of held back on just throwing songs out until I have them really sitting in the right places right now. I have a
Okay.
couple options for distribution that we're dabbling in between. We don't really know which way to go, but we'll figure it out shortly enough. But in the meantime, just stacking up this record, trying to get it finished up, getting some visuals done, getting back on social media, posting some
Hmm.
covers. I went a little bit idle for about a year after the backside of this deal, and it wasn't necessarily all on the label, but it was just they weren't ready to have an artist and to financially back an artist. And I, I could have done I could have done better myself as an artist as far as being prepared. And so it was really just a learning experience, and you know, kind of, what not to do next time kind of thing for me. So now being an independent, it's exciting, man. I have so many opportunities on the table that it means my ownership is a lot more, and I have a lot more negotiation room, and so
Right.
that's huge. That's huge.
Right. You have a lot of room to be creative, bro.
Yep.
And you can put kind of your own thing on your own songs. And that kind of
Yeah.
goes in with the next question I had for you, man. Is like you produce hits for others that have massive streaming numbers. Uh, but what's the Hartt signature? Is there like a Hartt signature that you put on every song to make it go the way you go and make it sound the way it sounds? Or are you just coming up with something in the studio?
Yeah, I mean, it's whatever vibes in the moment, man. I'm all
Hmm.
about being present when it comes to the studio, and sometimes that could be at my detriment because I wake up the next day and like, God, we got to fix this. But a lot of times, man, when you're really in that, that zone and you get it locked in, it's a magical thing, dude. So
Hmm. I've got to come in and experience that one of these days, man.
yeah, dude.
That's got to be an experience. I know that I've done um, some studio time with some rappers, but I've never actually got into a studio and produced some real like singing music,
Yeah,
some soulful music, and it'd be cool to be a part of that. What
it's
is that
so
vibe
crazy,
like?
dude. Yeah, it's
Does it
awesome,
ever
man.
make you
It's
cry?
that to me, man, is the closest thing. That's music and singing to me. I came up in the church, and so that's the closest thing I think we got to heaven here on earth.
Mm,
I really do. That and love and happiness, I think, are
hmm.
the last few things that we have left. And of course, they've all been manipulated and used in different ways. And now there's counterfeit love and there's counterfeit everything. AI music counterfeit is crazy, but. uh it's it means a lot to me to be able to create, to
Mm.
continue to create good music. And you know
Yeah, that's a good question. Who's your biggest influence? I got Average Travis coming from one of my viewers over here.
say that one more time.
I've got Average Travis in the comments. One of
Okay.
my biggest viewers out here, asking who's your biggest influence when it comes to
Oh,
that soul that you feel in your music.
I would say Waylon. That's hard for me, but I would say Waylon is as far as the number one.
Hmm.
When I came across some of his records late in my teens, and that's what opened me up to country music. And that wasn't as much for the soul as it was the outlaw grit, that thing, that swampy music kind of. But uh, that I would say Randy Travis was the second one. and then
Oh
Elvis.
man.
Yeah. Randy Travis, man, I used to sit and listen to his cassette tapes when I was 10, 11 years old. I would pop them in the cassette player and just sit and listen to them. And I
Oh
was
man,
just,
that
that's,
dude can serenade anybody, bro.
dude, it's the
Uh,
greatest. I met him back in Nashville not too long ago. He's the sweetest dude, man.
amazing. Amazing. He passed away recently, right?
Yep.
Something like yeah. Rest in peace to the king, man. I mean, he was one of them, you know. Amazing
Absolutely.
voice. I was listening to this cover of this guy doing a Randy Travis song, and he was talking about how he could like jump his voice a little bit and kind of go different ranges, like just like that. And it had like a southern twang to it.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful stuff.
Yeah, bro. He's
You know your country music, huh?
yeah,
Like old
absolutely.
90s music, and even going before that. What's your favorite Hank Williams song? Like original Hank Williams song?
I would say Hank Williams. I would probably say the one I did the other day, bro. That Red, White, and Pink Slip Blues. That's
Hmm.
every time I listen to it, I feel like it's such a right now song.
Totally is, especially the world we're living in. I've paid my rent. I've paid my dues. I've got these red, white, and pink slip blues. They're coming to take my stuff if I don't win, man.
Yeah, it's a
Man, we
real
got to
thing.
win. I feel like you're on the right side of history of things, and making good music to have people feel good while they're out, in the honky tonk, or I don't know what you guys call them down there, but we call them just dance halls out here. You ever been
Yeah,
to any like line dancing place out here in Oregon? I
yeah.
know
I
it's
went to
different.
what's the is it Buckaroo? What's the name of that? Bushwhackers.
Oh, bushwhackers. Oh gosh.
Bushwhackers. I went down there. I'm not a fan, but hey, it's cool. I mean, I'm all about the honky tonks and dancing, but it
Mhm.
ain't the same as what it used to be. One of my favorite honky tonks I ever went to was in it was in Colorado. I'm not sure if
Yeah.
this is
Yep.
Fort Collins or what, but it's called Sundance.
Okay. I know where
Sundance
Sundance
Saloon.
is.
Dog, that was a real saloon.
Is it?
I ain't been in one of those in years, man. It ain't like that out here. Which, of course, we're in Oregon, but
Yeah. They got another one up in northern Denver. I can't remember the name of it, but that seems like it would be a pretty good one that you could compare to like a real saloon,
yeah.
a real honky tonk.
Shit, when you figure it out, let me know, man. I'd check it out.
That's a cool one, man. I grew up dancing. My mom danced with me when I was a kid. We swing danced, and then uh, man, living out here, we'd go out and just go dance on the weekends, go have fun. But I got another question in. What's in that green solo cup? What is Brandon Hart sip
Man,
on when he's?
it's actually beet juice.
I love it. I
Yeah,
love it.
I love beet juice, dude. A lot of people are like, "What?" But I love it, dude. It's good for you.
It's good for the heart.
Mm-hmm.
Very good for the heart. Well, if this
Absolutely.
dang I got this notification popped up. There we go. I think it's time to jump into some Q&A questions that I've got popped up for you. We're going to get into some trivia with Brandon here. I had some people ask me if this guy was a country music singer and he's an artist. We're going to get back to, when country music really was um, worldwide, man. I mean, everybody knows who George Strait is.
Oh,
You
yeah.
should know who George Strait is. Everybody knows who Toby Keith and Garth Brooks, even Tim McGraw back in the day. But we're going to bring it back to 1992. And this is a hard
Oh,
question. I'm going to make it
oh,
hard on you, bro.
hit me.
And after the Q&A, we're going to go through this and ask a couple more questions, and then we're going to get you guys out of here so you can go listen to his music, man. Follow him on social media first. What you got to do is follow him on social media, and I'll let him tell you where that social media platforms are.
Yeah, I mean, I would say the main thing for me is Instagram. I keep in touch with that the most, and that's B Hart Music. It's B as in boy, and then HARTT Music. That'll be the best place to find me, and then also on Facebook, Brandon Hart. Just remember the two T's. That's all you got to
Mm-hmm.
remember.
Remember the two T's. Sounds good to me. That's not going to be hard to forget either. All right. First question. Bum, bum, bum. I've never done a Q&A pop quiz on my show before, so we'll
Yeah.
see how this goes, guys.
Let's go.
First question gets into 1992, where Billy Ray Cyrus had that hit everybody knows. But which country legend famously called it nothing but a bunch of garbage?
Mm. Either it was I'm thinking it was probably, if I could guess it's somebody, it would probably be Travis Tritt. I guarantee you.
All right. Question two. We'll
Oh,
get
did
to
you
the
get it?
answers and
Did I get it? Oh.
we'll let everybody know in the end.
Uh,
All right. Question two. Before Garth Brooks was a superstar, he was a bouncer. What state was he working in when he met his first wife?
oof. That one I would not know. Tennessee?
Okay. Question three.
Tennessee, maybe? Okay.
Final answer? Tennessee?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know it, dog. I'm going to say Tennessee.
All right, Tennessee. Question three. Who was the only artist to ever have a top 10 country hit in every decade from the 1960s to the 2000s?
That's got to be George Strait. He's the only guy I know.
Okay. Question four. Who sang the Grundy County auction incident?
Eh, wait. Grundy County office. Yeah, I've been in the Georgia County office. Yeah. Uh, Montgomery. Montgomery. What's his name? Not Montgomery Gentry. John Michael Montgomery.
Okay. Question
John
five.
Michael Montgomery.
Hank Williams had a famous alter ego for his morality songs. What was his name?
Luke. It was drifted, or it was Luke. It was something Luke.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
we know you know that one. We'll give you that
Yeah.
one. All right. So we've got the question in, or all the answers in, and we're going to bring up the answers here on the screen real quick once I get to that. So for question one, the question was in 1992, Billy Ray Cyrus had a hit that everybody knows, but which country artist legendly called it a bunch of garbage? And the answer to that question, ladies and gentlemen, he answered Travis Tritt. And the answer to that question is, can I get a drum roll? Do we got my producer in here? I know we got my producer in here. Drum roll, please. We like to have fun over here at the CIGAR show, Brandon.
I love it, bro. Love it.
That legend was Travis Tritt.
Nice.
Ding, ding,
Nice.
ding, ding, ding. All right, so we're
Yeah,
on
he's
for one.
notorious. He's notorious for calling people out.
Is he really?
Yeah, he called country rap crap one day, and it pissed everybody off.
You've jumped into that country rap a little bit, man. What
Yeah,
has that always been a thing, kind of, since you were a teenager? Because I know they've been making that kind of music for a while.
yeah,
But
dude.
is that a recent thing for you?
Nah. I mean, I remember, that song "One Piece at a Time," that Johnny Cash song. I got it one piece at a time. That, if you ask me, is a rap song. It might have been structured like a country song, but so I remember hearing ones like that. But then when "Chilling on a Dirt Road" came out, I think that was the one that bridged the gap for me. And
Did
I
Colt
always
Ford
had
write
a
that?
little bit. Yeah, that was Brantley and Colt. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Huh. And then it's just evolved.
yeah. It's definitely, man. It changed so much since then. Now it's saturated with.
Has there been any form of like worship country rap music?
There is, man. There's a couple people I haven't kept in too much touch. It's hard to keep up with everything that's going on, but the couple things I have seen, man, yeah, there is. It's I think that worship is having a bit of a touch on every genre, man. There's obviously something moving in the spiritual realm. Hopefully, it's not just I don't think trying to think of the word sensationalism, but
Mm-hmm.
uh, there is a bit of a movement. It seems like in the spiritual side of things when it comes to worship and how it's kind of evolving and moving its way over different music. So I would say, yeah, it's touching it. Maybe not as much as it should be. I tried to add it where I could, but it's really hard to sell church to whiskey and titties, and Uh, that to me is like, what's the point? It really is.
Yeah, producer coming in a little late with the drum roll or with the claps, but it really is. I mean, you do have a good point
Yeah,
there, Brandon.
yeah,
It's hard to sell church to whiskey and titties,
yeah,
and if you're out there dancing and stuff, having a good time, people don't want to,
yeah.
be listening to
And I'm not
worship
trying
music.
to, I don't want to come off like I'm selling church anyway, but I feel like I'm doing my God a disservice not to say some of the things that are in my heart and soul and to try to use my voice and to use this platform to do good instead of the opposite. So I ain't hating on nobody, but I've definitely found rooms where what little bit of faith and things that I've sprinkled in weren't really received too well, So it's kind of take it with a grain of salt where you can give it, and there's places where people love it. So I know that's part of changing where you send the message. Uh, but I don't necessarily see me in churches and preaching all the time. I feel like part of the ministry of Jesus was to be on the streets and to be in the places where the word needed to be the most. And so
Hmm.
I see music the same way, man. I don't want to sing a happy song to a sad man, but if I can give somebody something to hold on to and get them through a day, man, that's what it's about.
I get that. Yeah, no, I can tell you this though. Um, when you listen to somebody who has a voice like yours, man, I mean, you got a great voice, and it
Appreciate
brings up, you know, the hair on somebody's arms. That's a physical thing. That's a vibrational thing, and that's only connected through God, man. And
it.
so
Absolutely.
you're bringing God to people regardless if you know it or not when they listen to your music. So
I
I
love
can
that.
appreciate stuff like that. The
I'm gonna have to
question,
grab it. Go
the
ahead.
answer
Go
to
ahead.
number three, uh, or question two, before Garth Brooks was a superstar, he was a bouncer, and he met his first wife in Oklahoma, where he's from. You ever been to Oklahoma?
You said Oklahoma. No way. I would have never guessed that.
Yep, that's where Garth Brooks is originally from, and that's where he made a lot of his music. And then he went up to Nashville.
Yeah. Man, I'll put it out there for the record. I'm not a Garth fan.
Not a Garth fan.
No, dude. Man, I've heard too many things. And I did meet him
Yep.
one time and he seemed to be okay, but nah, dog. I think it's in the
Hmm.
water now that
Yeah, it got
yeah.
to him, man. The water got to him. That's unfortunate because I got Garth Brooks lyrics tattooed on my arm, but they're not real
Oh,
Garth Brooks lyrics. Somebody else wrote them.
there you go. That's all that matters.
You're a songwriter, man. You write all your own songs.
Yeah. Some guy like me out there wrote them. That's
Yeah,
it.
right. Exactly. What's that like? Uh, do you write on the go, or do you take a certain time to go write?
Yeah, man, songs can happen on the fly.
Yep.
That's where I think, and that's one thing Hank said, man, that resonated with me a lot. And he was just like, songwrites. He was like, I'll be fishing out on the boat, and the song hits me. Boom! I need to write that down. I think
Mhm.
that's the best songs. That's how they've all hit me.
Yeah.
They've all been like boom, and it's something that was happening in my head, and I was like, if I don't write it down, I know I'll lose it. And
Mm.
that's what made me think that it's not just me coming up with it.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Because I bet you've thought of some stuff and you're like, eh, I could write that down. But if you
Yeah,
don't write it down and it's lost, it doesn't really matter.
exactly right.
It's not something that you feel people need to hear.
Yep.
Do you ever write a song just because, like, you're like, dang, I like this song? Or is it mainly, I think people are going to like this? Or is it a mixture of both?
It's a mixture of both. I've been trying to learn to do what I love, and I've learned some stuff from a few really brilliant writers that I've worked with. And one
Hmm.
of those things is like, man, when you chase what you think other people are gonna like, a lot of times you miss the whole point, which is like if you don't like it and you don't love it, it's hard to resonate on a level that the song deserves for a writer to be on to be able to really create it to its max. And so I'm learning that as a writer, the more I write, the more I grow, I'm realizing like It's you can't just write it for what you think people like because most of the time that ain't really what they like, you know. And
Yeah.
I think the most of the time people resonate with what you like, and that's one of the biggest things about painters and poets
Okay.
and anything through time was like what made them happy was their best craft, and that's what why we remember them is because that stuff was so good, and that's why they liked it, you know.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts, bro. The has the lights and the cameras and stuff, has that changed with your writing aspect? Like now that it's given you more of being in front of the camera instead of behind it, because now the microphone has evolved into a camera as well. Because being a country music artist now and on social, you got to do social media.
Yeah.
I'm very surprised by the people who don't do social media and they can still continue to do their thing. How has social media changed the way you go about music?
Dude, so much, dude, so much. I mean, I think not only has it taken, our attention span collectively down to seconds, I feel like with the short form content, and if as if that is not the biggest detriment in itself, then it's like everybody's glamorized every moment to the point where, which I think this is also changing. I'm starting to see raw things are connecting more now, where used to more polished cinematic stuff was like hitting and big videos, and now they're not. Big cinematic stuff is like it's kind of a burn and a waste of money because there's short form content shot on iPhones that's outperforming it, and it's one of those things where it's hard to gauge, man. So I don't think there's any one formula to doing it besides being present and being alert and aware of what's going on and being able to ride the wave where you can. And I've never been good at that, and I've started to figure out a little bit over over time, some of the things that people like and don't. And I try things here and there. And then a lot of times I'll go dark for a week or two.
Is music
Sorry, say that one more time. Hold on. I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
all right? Can you guys hear me?
I got you now.
Test one, two. All right. What was I getting into? We're talking about social media and how it has been difficult to navigate through, but it's been good for you. Where do you think that it's going to go? Do you think now people are going to start listening to their streaming platform or start finding your music on social media first? Or do you think they're going to start hearing it from somewhere else? Or do you think it's
I
just going to
think
pop
so,
up
man.
somewhere?
I can't. Here's what I think. I think we need to overtake this streaming BS that we're dealing with. So, we need to each figure out what's the best distribution option besides dealing with the companies who take our money and give us small portions of our money back. So, like finding a streaming service who's actually concentrate on the artists and memberships. That's coming. I think remember now is the day of subscriptions and memberships, obviously. And I think that's one of the biggest fixes to this is like I see us being able to privatize music pretty soon in a way that we don't really need a DSP like Spotify or Apple. Like, I don't want to get whacked, but they've been robbing us as artists for years. And it's not the people that work there, it's the big corp, it's the machine, and it's the design. And so I'm excited to see that, man. I'm excited to see a little different approach on how we get paid and how we're able to reach people because right now they've got such a hold on it that it's like the people that have money can go reach a crap load of people, but then the people that don't have money are competing against that, and it drowns them out. And a lot of people don't have millions of dollars to burn on it. I'm an independent, so I definitely don't have millions of
Right.
dollars to burn on whatever song I want. It's like that's a label has that luxury where they're like, we know this is going to work. We're going to make it work. And now it's kind of a paid in. Like when you pay it in, you'll pay it out.
Hmm. Sounds like you like to grind out the music, man.
Yep.
You
Yep.
got to.
Yep.
Do you make music, or at least try to make music, or do something every single day with
Yep.
music?
I do. I
Love it.
do. I at least try to crank on one idea every day. If not
Okay.
3 to 4. I'm normally talking with 10 to 15 artists a day, cultivating some kind of ideas, some kind of, albums, artist development stuff, relationship, just somewhat A&R, I guess you
Hmm.
could say, even though I'm not really working with a label, but yeah.
Uh-huh. Have you collaborated or uh, worked with anybody since you've been out here in
A
the
few
Pacific
people, man. A
Northwest?
few people, yeah. Trent Beaver's one of my favorite, man. He's my brother.
Awesome.
Shout out Trent. And also Jackie Rohr. I haven't really worked with her yet. I met her not too long ago. She's a beast. Would love to get some time in with a few different. I've met quite a few people out here that are amazing artists, man. I could name them all day, but yeah, there's some really cool artists here.
That's all. Yeah, we got some good music out here, bro,
Absolutely.
and it's a little bit different. But we've got some music up in Washington. Some boys up in Washington making some really good music up there.
Yep. Yep.
You've
You'll
got
have
some
to
new
connect
music
with
on the
some peeps
way.
up there. Go ahead.
Oh
Yeah, I
yeah,
do, man. Yeah.
yeah, new music coming for you.
Yeah.
Um, what are you working on, man? Can you give us a little sneak preview of what's coming out?
Well, you got I've sent you a I think you have a copy of my new song "Where You Drink."
Hmm.
So that one I wrote with a buddy of mine, Jake McElfresh, about 2 years ago. Him and a buddy of mine, JJ Rupp, and that song sat there for a little bit. We worked it out, got the lyrics right, and took it into the studio. Had some major hitters play on it. My brother David Ray co-produced on it with me, um, and that was in Nashville. And so now it's mixed, ready to go. We got a video shot for it. I'm working out distribution on a whole EP, so I don't want to just throw the song out there yet. That's one of those things where having the money behind it is crucial and having a plan
Hmm.
right. So I've got six, seven, six. Oh yeah, 6, 7. I got 6 or 7 songs right now.
I love it.
Almost done. Almost done. So yeah, I should be a month or two away from. I've been trying for the last few months to really dial it in, man. But it's a process.
Sounds like a homecoming for you, bro.
Yeah.
6 or 7 albums, man. I can. Oh man, something's going on with my production over here. We've got what does success look like? Success looks like for Brandon Hart this year in 2026.
Man, I'm trying to travel the world and sing my music everywhere.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, guys, you hear it. You know, if you're a fan of country music and you're a fan of independent movement, you know, being an independent journalist, I've been through the heat, bro. I go on the front lines and I deal with big corporations, big media companies, you know, big government. Um, as an independent, it doesn't matter if you're an independent journalist or independent artist. You're always going to have to battle something within the industry, and I think you're doing a pretty good job doing it, bro.
I appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, that "Why You Drink," that's a good song. I started listening to it, and guys, I was air drumming. I tell you, it's good country music. I like music I can dance to, and I tell you what, you guys are going to be hearing that song on those streaming platforms when he drops it, and I'm super excited for it. What was the process of making that song, man? Like how long did it take to make something like that?
Dude, it's really it took honestly for the song, it only took I would say 2 hours max to write it front to back, and then we put it away, and then I brought it back out, and that part took a year of just listening to it, fixing a line here, fixing a line there, and just trying to get it say everything we were trying to say. And it's a song about a breakup and your ex always showing up at your favorite bar, and that's such a thing that I went through, and I know a bunch of people
Hmm.
did. So it didn't take long, man. It was a natural song to fall out. That's one of my favorite, and it was one of David's favorite on the record that we cut, and so that's the one we started out with.
Hmm. I love it. It's a good
Yeah,
kickoff song, man.
man.
Yeah, it's got a very I don't want to name drop people, but man, like kind of like a Justin Moore type vibe to it.
Nice. I love it.
I like it.
Justin's a beast, bro. He's a
He
beast.
is, man. That's how I
So,
met. That's basically how I met my wife, man. We went to a Justin Moore concert. Well, we've known each other since we were 10, but we
yeah,
went on our first date about 3 years ago at a Justin Moore concert.
that's sick, dude.
So country music's got a big place in my heart. I mean, I grew up on this 90s country music we were talking about. Grew up on Toby Keith. Um, I remember when my mom stuffed me in the back seat of a Jeep to get over the border here of Washington and Oregon. And you got to pay extra when you have more people on board. So I was stuffed next to the CDs. And all those CDs was like 90s CDs, Jody Messina, all that shit, man. It was
Love
fun.
that, bro. I love
The
that.
answer to one of the questions, you were right about the Hank Williams question. It was Luke.
Yeah.
And then it was John Michael Montgomery. So
All right.
you did pretty well on the Q&A.
Yeah,
Can you give us some maybe one more teaser of name of a song coming on one of those 7 or 8 songs you got?
yeah, man. I would say my next favorite is High Sierra. It's
High
one I
Sierra.
wrote with. Yeah, it's one I wrote with a couple buddies of mine. Actually, it's been about 4 or 5 years now that we wrote this song. It was back in North Carolina. It was about their dad that got killed in a pickup truck, and it was a extremely um, just a deep story. And I felt like it really needed to see the light of day as far as the song goes, and just to tell a little bit of the essence of what they remembered about it. And yeah, man, that song means a lot to me. That'll be the second or third song we do.
Super stoked for it, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Um, I know my family likes country music and good music that means something, telling a story.
Yeah.
Do you think music is still telling stories, or do you think it's all repetitive?
Man.
Oh, we lost him. We're gonna have to get him back. Hold on a second, guys. There he is.
My bad.
Welcome him
Yeah.
back to the stage, Brandon Hartt.
Yeah, man. So repetitive, yeah. Music it's lately it has been, but there's also been this crazy boom of just some of the most brilliant stuff written. So
Yeah.
I don't know, it's subjective, man. It's like what do you like? If you want me to talk about what I think is not brilliant, I think it's Zach Bryan. If you want me to talk about what I think is awesome, there's a lot of cool stuff happening out there, to be honest,
hmm
man. It's cool.
I like country music artists with good voices, man, that can sing with just them and a guitar.
Yeah. I love it.
And that's how we first heard your music down at those events you've been doing here in Oregon. How long have you been here, by the way?
Yeah, year and a half, going on 2 years.
Guys, he hasn't experienced a lot of what the Pacific Northwest has to offer. And I'm sure he's going to. And I'm sure he's going to be doing music in every single part of it.
Absolutely.
What do you like doing,
Absolutely.
man, other than raising hell?
Dude, I like to hunt. I like to
Okay.
fish. I ain't done much of either out here. I mean, a little bit, but nothing. I've shot a deer or two. That's not. I've tried elk hunting. We ain't got an elk yet. Me and my girl actually went elk hunting a few times and jumped a couple cows. That's all we got. But
That's okay, bro. I went with a professional guide and we didn't get nothing either. So,
yeah, it ain't easy, dude. I've
no.
hunted deer my whole life, and I could about jump out of a tree and grab a deer around the neck, man. But these are elks.
Yep. I tell you what, dude, my buddy Kevin and I, we were chasing, man, the biggest elk I've ever seen in my life. This thing had antlers on top of its head that were like 6 feet tall, that stood straight up and then peaked. We chased after him for a good 2 days. We're about 100 yards from him, and he couldn't get a shot because of bow hunting. And that's about as close as we got to him. And then we had some hunters come right over top of us because we called them in. It was a good time, man. You're going to have to get out there. The Pacific Northwest woods are a lot more thick than you think.
Dude, it is crazy. I've done it, bro. I've hiked miles through the things. So like, bro,
I love it.
it's the damn Amazon out here, but I love it. It's beautiful. It is.
It's a climate different. I've never been to Carolina.
Yeah, I mean it's a little more thick and humid as far as the air. I would say we're pretty similar as far as the foliage and the woods and how
Hmm.
things grow. Other than the trees being 8 foot across out here, which is insane. But out my way is a bunch of pines.
Hmm.
A little more clear, I would say. But I've got the Appalachian Mountains out my way too, so it gets pretty treacherous up there.
Yeah, it does. We got buddies in South Carolina, but not
Yeah,
North Carolina.
yeah.
We'll have to
I
get
got
out there one of these days.
I
I'm
got
making a
buddies
cross
all
country
over out
trip.
there.
You
Yeah, go
ever
ahead.
did you drive out here or did you fly?
Well, it's hard to say. I think I flew the first time, and then I ended up buying a car out here.
There you go.
Yeah,
Welcome to Oregon, my friend. I know you've been here for
yeah.
about a year and a half, but we welcome you with open arms. I know that there's a bunch of people in the chat that welcome you with open arms, and we're looking forward to your music, man.
Love it, bro.
Before we get out of
Love
here,
it.
is anything that you want to say to the viewers? Be on the lookout for stuff. Where you're playing next? You got any shows coming up?
As of right now, I think my next one's in Indiana. That'll be July the 25th with Confederate Railroad. There's a few booked here and there, a lot of private events that aren't like public stuff. But
Hmm.
there's some more stuff coming up. I'll get it on my site as we do it. I've been working so much on just getting music done, man. I haven't been booking as many shows. So,
Doing your thing, man.
mhm,
Perfecting your craft.
absolutely.
Where can they find you at?
I would say, as far as online, Instagram. Hit me
Yeah,
a B
music.
Heart. Hit me a B Heart Music. That's the best place.
Follow him, man. Listen to his stuff, and we're gonna kick it out. But Brandon, thank you for coming on the show, man. It
Yeah,
was
bro. I
great to talk
appreciate it.
music with you.
I love all the stuff you do, dude. Keep it up, bro.
Oh, we're gonna continue to bring it to you. We got more though.
Let's go.
We're only getting started.
It's getting spicy.
It is, bro. It is, and you're gonna see every single little bit of it. We look
Yeah.
forward to working with you in the near future. Brandon
Love it,
Hartt,
bro.
great music artist. Thank you for coming on the show.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you. Let's do it again.
Yes, sir.
All right, bro.
Well, that was fun. Great, great guy, man. I like that guy. We like that guy. He's a good guy. And we've got some of his people in the chat, guys. Welcome to the show. Check him out. Great music. He was talking about a song, Where We Drink. We're going to give you the last little bit, 30 seconds of it. Here you go.
Learn one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. Yeah. Go on and tell them that I lost my mind. You know I'm in here every Friday night. Losing you taught me one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. Losing you taught me one thing, don't fall in love where you drink. Learn one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good music, man. We love that outlaw music. And that's the show. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining. Hey, we've got some stuff to show you here. Before we go, I just wanted to say that we've got this website called The American Absolutist. And on this website is something incredible. If you want to be a creator on The American Absolutist, guys, we'll show you how to do it. This was our live stream. This is where all of our content is going to be streaming. Real quick, you want to find out what Guyer's doing, you want to see all of the videos, and you want to become a content creator on The American Absolutist, you've got media production that you do, news, local stories, investigative journalism. Hit that application. All you have to do is go to www.theamericanabsolutist.com www.americanabsolutist.com. Go through these questions. Like, how do I become a creator on the American Absolutist? Submit an application through our creator sign-up page. Our team reviews every application, and we'll get back to you within 5 to 7 days. We'll show you what it's like to be a creator on the page. This is just getting started up. This is going to be amazing. www.americanabsolutist.com. And if you don't want to be a creator and you want to help us get to where we go, keep the stream alive and keep the feeds rolling, we've got a contribution page. You can do a one-time contribution or a monthly contribution. Think of this as a subscription for your news. We're going to put some weather on here, daily weather. We've got shows coming out, podcasts with some of your favorite creators. 15 or 5, 15, and $25 a month. And that's how we keep the show rolling, ladies and gentlemen. That was a fun show. Guys, you had some great music. If you want to donate to the show, go become a subscriber. Get a membership with the American Absolutist. We're going to have some creators getting on here. I'm excited to release the people that are going to be on this page at the American Absolutist. Become a creator. If you don't want to become a creator, become a subscriber. But if you want to help me right now, my Cash App and my Venmos are open at CIGAR Digital. $100 gets you unlimited access and gets CIGAR on scene, puts money in the gas tank to get to these stories that we report for you. Guys, we did a story on Mayor Wilson today. You want to see it? No. Maxine Dexter. Let's show that to you guys. Pop this up real quick. Brought him into me. What he inspired. This isn't it. From. This isn't it. Hang on. We got Maxine today. Did we? I don't think we did. I don't think we posted that video. Here's a picture of Mayor Wilson. Anyways, I guess we can't find it. We don't have it. We do not have it. Guys, you want to donate to the stream? It's CIGAR Digital on all streaming platforms, payment platforms. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe. That's what we need. That's the most important thing. Like, comment, share, get involved. Comment. You have something to say? So do we. We want to hear it. We're opening up a space as well with Mrs. Geyer. It's going to be an every other night type deal. And we're going to host a conversation. We've got topics we're going to discuss. If you've got something that is pressing that you feel people need to listen in on, learn about, we're going to get on that space, and it's called the Geyer Space. And we're getting that set up. And we'll have that streaming straight from the American Absolutist. So be on the lookout for that. And if that's it for me, and that's it for you, I think we'll see you tomorrow, folks. You know, it's very difficult when you have famous YouTubers trying to call you during a stream. big time. We're doing big things, ladies and gentlemen. Be on the lookout for content coming to you soon. We're unleashing everything on the establishment. Talked about the establishment with music today. We've got some great investigations coming for you here soon. We're going somewhere. We're going to go deep into the woods and investigate some stuff. Very soon. Very soon. That's the kind of stuff that you guys like too. And I'm bringing my team with me. Special units of the team. Very special units of the team. You guys like them. I like them. We're going to uncover some stuff. I'm super excited. Man, I just want to leave now. If you're listening, why don't we just get on our bikes and go? We can't. Because I've got back surgery on Thursday. Help Guyer out. I'm going to be laid up for a couple days. I don't have a get, send, go. I don't have a wish list. But I might need a cane. So Maxine Dexter gives funding to healthcare for illegals, but can't even help Guyer out with a cane. Thanks a lot, Maxine Dexter. What the heck? I got my production assistant in the chat tonight, doing a phenomenal job. Who knows? You might see Guyer on a panel later tonight. Tune in, guys. You'll see it. Oh, there he is. Welcome to the show, Mr. Spin City News.
Well, I couldn't help but come in and help produce this, show for you. If I was on my StreamYard, I could have made a lot of things more happen. Not joking. Awesome show, Mr. Guyer. Thank you for letting me be a part of it. You never know. I might be on that website that you talk about.
This one right here. People are saying it's great stuff, man.
Well, I mean, I might have to wait more than 7 days. I mean,
right?
Maybe not.
Who knows? We'll see.
Hey, I produce a lot of things here on the Guyer Show that people really don't know.
And if you don't know, now you know.
Now you know.
And we'll end it with that. Guys, we'll see you. Who knows? We're doing a panel tonight?
We might. I
fun.
think that, you know what, Mr. Guyer? I have this topic.
Okay.
This topic that I'm passionate about. It's called What is a Woman?
We know what a woman is.
Yeah, I do. I got one sitting right next to me.
Yeah. Hi. Hello, Mrs. Spin.
Hello,
Spin.
Mrs. Guyer.
Oh, we're in studio. Everybody else is asleep. I think, if I haven't been too loud.
Well, I mean,
but we'll see. We had some fun with Brandon Hartt. That was a good show. We're gonna do another one.
Yeah, we're gonna do another one. I'm gonna put some more. I'm gonna put some more sounds backstage for Mr. Guyer.
I'd love it.
And maybe, you never know. We might have a grift. We might have a grift thing.
Feed the grift, ladies and gentlemen.
Feed the grift.
Feed the grift. Because it's a positive grift, guys.
Oh yeah.
It's a positive grift. Gets everybody on scene.
You know, Guyer, people really don't understand the production and what goes into doing a podcast. They don't know that there could be a guy in the background, playing some sound bites. I mean, you just never know.
And if you don't know,
now you do.
Now you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, you might see us later. You might not. You just never know.
Yeah.
And with
Spin
that,
City
Mr.
News
Geyer.
streaming live events, man.
Yes.
Press conferences, shuttle takeoffs, anything like that. All
Yep.
social media platforms. I'll pin his links in the comments. I'll pin it in the chat, and we'll see you on the next show.
We sure will.
All right.
Till
Spin,
later,
thank you.
America. We'll see you later.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining. Brandon Hartt, all streaming platforms. Be Hartt Music. And I guess if you don't know, now you know. Thank you for joining. The Geyer Ground crew. We'll see you next time.
Learn one thing.